Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again to another Smite video. Today I am going to be playing Xbalanque on a team full of Xbalanques or Xbalanques or Balanques or Xbas or whatever you want to call them. Now this is a special game mode all out assault. You start with 40% cooldown, you can go up to 80%, infinite mana, and I think, yeah, obviously you can have duplicate picks as you can see. I think that's everything. I'm not sure if there's anything else. We've got all Xbalanques here. They have everybody raw other than one shack. So I went beat stick. I think other people went beat stick, and we have a couple pestilences in there as well, just for good measure against these guys. Because strangely enough, these are probably gonna dick us over. I mean, I would say Ras are better than Xbalanques just because they have heal and we only have heal if we go back to base. Oh my lord. I'm not losing that much health. I'm not losing too much health. The rest of my teammates are clearly, because we have 2 deaths, and it is kind of like a laser light show over here at the moment. But we should win this pretty easily. Yeah, there we go. The hard thing is going to be sharing kills, because Xbalanque's passive is reliant on kills. You get power per kill, up to 6 kills. And okay, so we've got 2 beat sticks and a pestilence. That's fine. And then other guys who are building really weirdly. They're obviously mostly going to go protections, because why wouldn't they? But beat stick is a good item anyway, because it gives you pen. So I don't know why everybody didn't buy beat stick. That would have given us a huge hand. I think it's going to be a matter of just keeping their healing down, because Ras in... I didn't think that hit me, but okay. I'm not going to question too much in this match. I got a couple things to talk about though. Number 1, new mouse is coming soon. I'm switching from the MX Master to the Logitech G900. G is their gaming series, MX Master isn't. The MX Master is part of their productivity line and isn't really designed for gaming, and I now know that after using it for a couple months. I don't really like it that much, so I'm switching to the G900, which is a much better mouse and is now their flagship model for gaming and pretty much everything. It's one of the coolest mouses out at the moment. Mice, not mouses. One of their coolest mice out at the moment, so go take a look at that. That's what I'm hopefully going to be upgrading to soon enough. What else? I'm also going to be getting a capture card. Now that won't really affect my YouTube videos. I don't think it will, because I don't see how it could, because I record all my YouTube videos with my proper camera anyway. But as those of you that have been following me for a while will know, I have a webcam which I use for streaming, and I have a proper camera which I use for exclusively YouTube videos at the moment. Now if I get a capture card, I can not only record everything easier directly through the capture card, and then I can go through OBS and everything, and my camera will act like a webcam, but then I can use it for streaming. And that's basically quadrupling the quality of my live streams, especially on the webcam side of things, obviously, because that's the main quality upgrade that I'm going to be getting. And it is expensive. The capture card is expensive. I'm going for the Magewell XI100 USB, which has pretty much good reviews anywhere you look. It has no latency. It literally doesn't have a cap at how much data it can give out, so it gives out like the highest possible quality video and audio, which is fantastic. Because I was stuck in between that one and the HD60 Pro, and I decided to go for the Magewell. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to be soon. I do have the mouse on the way and a couple other little things that aren't really that important, but hopefully I'll have that set up soon, and you will see me start to stream with a super high def webcam. Because it's not a webcam, it's a Panasonic V770, which is a ridiculously expensive camcorder that I decided to get a while ago when I started getting serious about YouTube, and I do not regret it one single bit. So there you go. A lot of good news, a lot of good news. A couple other things. The network that I requested to join a while back, Omnia Media, have got back to me. They said that they want me in. Not sure if I'm going to join them, because I'm stuck in between Omnia Media and just partnering up with YouTube. I'm still not 100% sure on which I'm going to do. I'll have to wait and see. I'll obviously keep you guys updated. What else? I've been watching a hell of a lot of Ratchet & Clank gameplay recently, because Ratchet & Clank is my favourite game series. They are releasing a new movie, and the game is out now for PlayStation 4. So if I was going to buy a console, it would be a PlayStation 4 now, obviously, because Ratchet & Clank is exclusive. And as I said, is one of my favourite series, and I would really, really like to get my hands on that game. I've watched like a good 3 or 4 hours of it now, and the nostalgia level is high. So many characters in that game that look super cool. I've been playing it since a little kid, so I can't not love it. What else is there? I'm just making sure that I've covered everything that I was trying to cover. They are like blinded permanently. I feel bad for these guys. Yeah, they're the god of the sun, and yet they're in complete darkness. Can I call that a joke? I don't think I can call that a joke. That was too bad to be a joke. Oh, that immunity though. If we just time our immunities correctly, we're gonna be dandy. This is gonna be easy as hell. Unless my team can't follow up with everything I'm trying to do. Because, oh my god. Because I would say that, I'd say that early game Xbalanques aren't as scary, but late game Xbalanques can be terrifying. When you get one come out of the jungle, you're done. You're just done. Especially if they have like Fatalis or Frostbound, or both. That'd be ridiculous. Oh, fucking hell. It's really hard to tell where they're aiming sometimes. So I'm just trying to keep a distance here so I can make it more difficult for them. There we go. There's one. There's two attempts. Again, they're going to have that up super often because of the way it works. Oh my god. I'm not going to get a Cheval. I was going to get a Cheval, but I'm not going to get it now. We're going to go for something else. I really feel like I'm going to need some form of pen because they have so many. They all have protections. They literally all have protections. We'll go for Titan's Bane. We'll go for Titan's Bane. You can never have too much pen. You can never have too much pen. So basically, I've just decided to once again upgrade all of my equipment. I keep putting off a setup video because every time I'm like, I should record one today. I'm like, but I need more equipment. I hate doing setup videos because they're redundant so quickly. I know you guys just like seeing my setup and the way everything looks, but a lot of you guys use them as guides for YouTube equipment, which I really wouldn't recommend. I'm talking about all the stuff that I buy and stuff, and you can see my setup on my Twitch page on like my gear section about it. I've got a little panel like pretty much containing every single bit of equipment I use. I would not recommend that equipment if you're starting out on YouTube, like at all. You don't need that sort of stuff when you're starting out, but now that I'm doing it as pretty much a full-time thing, I want to have the best quality I possibly can. Like, you don't need a 400 quid camera when you're starting out on YouTube. You can start it out with your freaking phone camera attached to like a tripod. You can do whatever you can do whatever you need to, but you do not need such expensive equipment. You see people like with like 100 subs, a couple hundred subs, and I'm not dissing people here that don't have big channels. I'm certainly not a big channel myself. I'm like like small to medium size at this point. But you see people that are just starting out on YouTube and have invested like thousands of monies, depending on your currency. I'm not just going to say a currency, I'm just going to say monies because it sounds better. They put tons of money into their channels, and then they decide that they don't really enjoy it. I'd say do what you can with the stuff you already have. Do what you can with the stuff you already have, and then invest in maybe cheap equipment that is necessary. And keep in mind, necessary is not a ridiculously good camera or a ridiculously good PC. Necessary is like just enough to get you by without having everybody complain at you. That's it. You don't need ridiculously good quality for starting out. Make sure you enjoy it first. Because I sure didn't do that. I mean, I started out with... Oh god, my older videos are private now because they're so cringy. A lot of my older ones are cringy. You can still see some of my older ones, which are pretty bad. But they are recorded on pretty much a potato microphone. And I had no idea how audio editing worked, so they sound super tinny. I don't even know how I got onto this subject now. I really don't. I really don't. I'm literally playing a game with this many Xbalanques in it, and I'm trying to be serious. How is that possible? They have torn us apart because we're not actually. They're trying to beat us before we get to late game, which is a very nice tactic. I might have to add. They're doing a good job of countering us here. I'm gonna get curse. Anyway, moving on to different topics. I really like Xbalanque. I found something out the other day about him that I didn't even know, and I've got him Mastery 5 now. And I completely forgot that this was even a thing. His ultimate increases the basic attack range. I didn't even ever consider that until like yesterday when I found out that was a thing. So, yeah. I now use his ultimate a hell of a lot more, especially in one-on-one scenarios when you're fighting another ADC, because you can hit them from out of range. They can't see. They will be stunned if they try to move, and you can get in a good 2 or 3 hits, which is really, really nice. A lot of people underestimate his ultimate. It can be very useful in team fights. It can be even more useful in one-on-one scenarios where you think you're screwed, but then you turn out not to be screwed. There's so many ults going on right now. They have to be stable forever. There's a cripple. That's pretty much guaranteeing the kills here. There we go. The pen is really showing with the amount of damage I do per hit right now. He's just getting smacked. Oh, this game. I love this game. I love Smite. I've now got my proper name, FrostFangs, after the email that I sent to Hyra, as I mentioned it a couple videos ago. They actually finally gave me my name. The account hadn't been active for like 2 years, and they were very nice, and they gave me my proper name. So, props to Hi-Rez for being kind of cool guys. I think more than anything, I like their sense of humor. If you go back to some of their older videos, some of them are freaking hilarious. Like, they're just troll videos. Some of them are just troll videos, and it's on purpose, and it's entertaining. I know, I like Hi-Rez. For the most part, yes, they can be bad at balancing gods sometimes, but for the most part, they're pretty chill people. They're not, like, really assholey. They talk to the community quite often. Anyway, moving on. I've hit on a lot of subjects today. I've hit on pretty much everything I was trying to talk about, as far as I know. He just cleared that whole wave, didn't he? We're gonna have to try our best to use beat stick as efficiently as we can. Because it doesn't stack, which is very annoying. Because if it did, then we completely deny healing forever. Whoa, okay. I really should have predicted that. I dodged way too late. Ah, kick. Juked. I've got one basic attack in then before I decided to leg it. Oh my lord. I didn't even hear the wind up for that. I didn't even hear it. It just hit me. Oh lord. Anyway, I've got 5 stacks on my passive. I'm one of the higher level ones. We've got a level 14 and 13 still. 13's kind of under level, 14's fine. They're doing a crazy good job though. They've got 2 17s in there. I like this game a lot. I'm really liking it. I liked Arena, and I kind of had to overplay it to get that achievement because I wanted to get it out of the way. And I played like 30 games of Arena to get it. It's kind of silly. And also, I like the bonus round, but it gets kind of boring now because you're just seeing the same team compositions. You guys have been telling me on Twitter, like, all the teams you see, it's like either an Ares and a Zing or like Tier or whatever. It's just the cancer teams for that. I can completely agree with you there, though. It is very annoying to go against those teams because you can't do anything unless you have the same team, because they basically just harass you off into the lava. Is it lava? It's lava, isn't it? Yeah. That immunity though. Ah! Avert my eyes. No, screw you, screw you. Ah! Oh my god! Set up that kill, please. He better get that. He's the level 14. How did he lose that fight? How do you lose that fight? He got him from behind. He jumped him, and he still got screwed over. So you get Executioner for extra pen. I mean, wow, they really are building defensively. Holy shit. Odysseus bow, I guess. I don't know. Quinn's, fuck it. Quinn's is never a bad item, is it really? It always helps at least a little bit. But I've been watching so much Ratchet and Clank. Really, I really have. I'm kind of addicted to it. I really want a PS4. I really do. And it's a shame that I can't have one because they're so pricey. Well, they're pricey for what they are, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Console fanboys, please, don't attack me. Comments are just going to be filled with, oh my god, Spencer, what are you doing? Xbox One is life. I'm like, okay, well, I would get a PS4 just for that one game. If I was that game literally shifted my decision of what console I would get if I had to choose. A lot of people have been asking me which one I'd choose, and there you go. It'd be the PlayStation 4 for Ratchet and Clank. Does that make me a little boy for really liking Ratchet and Clank? No. Some of Ratchet and Clank's humor is pretty freaking good. It's one of my favorite things about it. The gameplay is pretty good. The guns are just over the top on purpose, which is pretty incredible. My team are actually pulling this back now. Are they gonna pull this back? Oh, come on. He's on no health. He's on no health. I'm 7 and 5. No, I'm not. Where am I? Looking at the other guy. I am 6 and 7. 4 and 8, 4 and 8, 2 and 8. Wow, okay. They've got 24 deaths in 3 people. We've lost this. I've already played one game with this trying to play Xbalanque, by the way, and we got torn up. Now we're 5 Xbalanques and we're getting even more destroyed. We didn't even touch their second tower. We didn't even touch it. I'm going to show the damage for those of you guys that are interested. It's just the fact that 4Rs is cancer. You've just got heals everywhere, and you can't do anything about it. Especially with bloody 80% cooldown when you get 40% cooldown. It's crazy. The freaking losing screen's kind of funny for this. It's just pushing each other about. It's making a joke about how people in football dive. Kind of funny. Player damage. We all had around the same sort of thing. I didn't have the top player damage, but it wasn't too bad. What else do we have? I'm seeing on their team now. Player damage. Their player damage was worse than ours. All of their player damage was worse than ours. Their lowest guy had 6k, ours lowest had double that. Holy shit. How did we lose? Look at their healing though, that's how we lost with like, how much is that in total? That's a good 30k in healing there. Oh lord. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know if you want more videos of me playing Smite and pretty much just talking over it about random shit. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. And as always, stay frosty.